And I'm going to give you a little extra here about listening to understand. If you find yourself sitting there in your head, coming up with what you want to say to them instead of how you can say back to them what they said to you, you're listening to respond. You're listening to solve. You're listening to come up with an answer. However, if you can listen to them, let it really sink in, and repeat back to them what they said to you. So what I'm hearing you say is that you're really upset that I went ahead and went into Starbucks without you, and verify with the person, hey, is that what you said? It's a huge connecting moment. We actually used to, we were in counseling for a while as a whole family. We had family counseling, us and our 5 kids. And that was one of our dinner time table practices, was that you would tell a story to the person next to you and they responded back, told their story to the next person, responded back. And we run around the table that way and practice listening to understand. And it was a pretty wonderful activity to do around the dinner table. So, you know what else is really interesting? In all the years I spent working with students, parents, teachers, leaders, families, and honestly, I never realized it. People are a lot more alike than we think. The details are different. The stories are different. The circumstances are different. But underneath all of it, I think most people are asking the exact same question. Do I matter? Not am I successful? Not am I right? Not am I winning? Do I matter? And I think that's why so many people are hurting right now. Not because they don't have information. We have more information than we've ever had. You can Google anything. You can watch a YouTube video about anything, listen to a podcast about anything. We are drowning in information. But what we're starving for is connection. And that is a completely different thing. And maybe you felt this before. Maybe you've had one of those days where everything feels heavy. You're carrying stress, frustration, disappointment, fear, grief, overwhelm, and maybe all of it at the same time. You finally decide to talk to someone. You open up. You become vulnerable. And before you've even finished your sentence, they jump in with that advice. Oh, wait, here's what you should do. No. You just need to, well, have you tried? And that's all about the tools, the doing. It's about being a human doing, not a human being. Suddenly, you don't feel better. You feel more alone. You close off. Those walls come straight back up. And it's not because they didn't care. They cared. Not because their advice was bad. It may have been great advice. But they skipped something important. They skipped understanding. They skipped connecting. People don't want solutions before they feel seen. And the older I get, the more I realize that most people aren't looking for someone to fix them. Lord knows I wasn't looking for anyone to fix me either. I have to do it myself. They're looking for someone who will sit beside them long enough to understand them, and that's different. That's truly different. Because fixing is about outcomes, and presence is about people. And I think we've gotten so comfortable with pain that we rush people past it. Someone's grieving. We want to help them move on. Someone's hurting. You want to make them feel better. Someone's struggling. We want to solve the problem. And yet, some of the most meaningful moments in my life have come from people who didn't fix anything because they couldn't. The situation didn't change. The pain didn't magically disappear, but they sat with me anyways. They listened and they cared. And somehow, that changed everything. Sometimes healing begins when someone stops trying to fix your pain and starts helping you carry it.